Alrighty guys, we are back with Night Prince. This is chapter 16 of 19. Let's get right to it. Here we go. Everything is hunger and pain as the moment flashes by in a series of disconnected images. The accident that turned you into a vampire and the uncontrollable hunger that comes with it. Hunger that, when triggered, could lead to you to attack your very family. What the hell is happening? You don't see your sister in front of you. All you see is your next meal. Oh God, look at them teeth. There's a feeling of your fangs tearing into something and delicious blood raining down to the last drop. Then slowly your mind starts to clear as you realize what just happened. Vlad stands behind you, one hand in an unbreakable bond to stop you from lunging towards your sister. Easy, Amber. The other holds a blood bag to your mouth, a meal to tame your hunger. Vlad did say it was smart to carry those around. Thank God he was prepared. The sight of seeing you tear into the blood bag is still more than your sister can bear. What is wrong with her? What is wrong with her? That's right, Gretchen. Still has no idea I'm a vampire. Last she saw of me was the car accident that almost killed us. Vlad did say it was smart to carry those around. Thank God he was prepared. Gretchen, I'm going to be okay. I'm still me. I did not want you to see me like this. Let's do that. And how was I supposed to learn? In what way would this be okay? She sits down, burying her head in her hands. Glad you're a member of the undead now. God, you're a member of the undead now. Okay, sorry. Gretchen looks shaken to her core. Her precious terror replaced with stunned despair. I understand if you can't deal with this. I understand, Gretchen. You don't get it. You saved me, but I couldn't save you. I was in that car with you, but there's nothing I could do. It's not your fault. Everything turned out okay. We'll do that and see what she says. We're all okay and alive. You're not alive anymore. Okay, poor choice of words, but you get what I mean. We survived. Gretchen's hand moves to clutch her side. Think it started bleeding again. What with all this excitement? Your injuries haven't been healed yet. Healed? What are you talking about? I suppose with my preoccupation of tending to Amber, I have done you a disservice. My guard appears to have been too reticent to share their blood with you for fear of how you would react. Okay. Their blood? Gretchen, vampire blood has healing properties for humans. A few drops and you could be fully healed. It's how I've managed to recover so quickly in the past. Hold out your hand. Gretchen looks hesitant, but does as instructed. Vlad unveils a knife, dragging it across his palm to leave a few drops of blood in her hand. Drink and be known as one of my people. Wow. Aren't I already one of your people, seeing as I'm your sister-in-law? Not in the vampire world. What's the catch? If you do this and then betray him in the future, he'll kill you. What in the world? Like he wouldn't do that now if I betrayed him. On the upside, if I do this and then someone messes with me, he'll have to answer to Vlad, right? That's exactly right. What do you think, Amber? You should drink it. Yeah. It'll heal your wounds and help bring you into this world I'm part of. She looks at her hand, then claps it over her mouth, as if thinking about it longer will make her lose her nerve. Yuck. Then across her body you watch the healing work of the blood begin to do its magic. Wow, that's like liquid speed. Her scrapes, bruises, and scabs begin to disappear as though wiped away by an invisible eraser. That's a good way of putting that. What's going on here? Your father's furious tone cuts through the air like a machete. You cringe at how you must look, blood-soaked and nearly feral, and that surge of emotion causes your fangs to pop out. Dad. Uh-oh. No. Uh-oh. He begins to descend the stairs as fast as he's permanently stiff leg will allow, all the while thundering at Vlad. What have you done to her? If you say any more of the thoughts in your head, I'll take away your ability to speak for a week. Vlad moves to you, beginning to lead you back to the chamber you've been staying in. You can't let me go. You can let me go. I'm not feeling bitely anymore. That's a good way to put bitely. It's dawn, sunrise. Okay, so I'll be tired, but that doesn't mean your mouth stops working, as does every muscle in your body. Before your father's next heartbeat, you're completely unconscious. Wow. It's unclear how long you're out, but when you regain consciousness, it comes as a shock. Your immediate thought is of food, and Vlad supplies the blood bags as if on cue. What just happened? Sunlight fatigue. You're a new vampire, so you're not yet used to the strain. As long as the sun is out, you'll be forced into a state of total unconsciousness. It'll be a while before you can walk around during sunlight hours. Wow. You want to respond, but the newfound hunger is more than you can bear. With wild fever, you tire into the blood bag, eager to lap up every last drop. Vlad's velvet laugh breaks you from the cut of licking blood from your fingers. I must admit, this gives me ideas. Oh, God. Let's do his dad okay. Let's do that. His pride is hurt and he's losing control, but he'll be okay. This is going to be a hard transition for him. It always is. With how controlling he usually is, he must be about to explode. Vlad changed since last you saw him, but even without that, one whiff of his clothes tells you where he's been. You went back to the dungeon. I suppose I'll have to get used to your vampiric senses detecting every little thing now, won't I? I thought we agreed I'd look for Cynthiana in another way. With you asleep, I had some time to kill. I know you're not used to explaining yourself, but that's marriage. I'm not used to waking up with an uncontrollable hunger, so you're both going through a adjustment phase. Yours will only last a week, mine a lifetime. If you wanted a wife who never questioned your actions, you shouldn't have married me. Agreed, but I wanted you more than subservient. So that makes sense. His voice dips low, tightening things within you. You swallow, and hunger of a different sort, making your fangs lengthen. You can sense his emotions hidden at the pharaoh wanting hidden beneath his own poised grace. Maybe I should shower, clean myself off before we get to work. His smile turns dangerously carnal. Shower after. You don't think there's too much we need to get done first? He presses an enter button in the retractable door and another blood bag pops out. Before you can speak, Vlad crushes it against his chest, covering himself in crimson, and the crimson drops. Wow. Need rises with such ferocity that it annihilates your conscience. You feel no embarrassment at how you're flinging yourself at him, or how you whip his clothes off to get at the droplets coating his chest. Oh yes, we're not doing this. Your tongue slides across his front muscle frame as you claw at him, wanting nothing but him in this moment. I'm going to clean the blood off with a towel. You pick up a towel and wipe the blood off his chest. It's unfair using my bloodlust against me like that. You're saying you're not interested? I'm saying we go at it. I want it to be with some manner of self-respect. There we go. Well then, why don't you show me just how controlled you are while I have you up against the wall? His taunting smile dared you to maintain your composure. He leans in and tears off your shirt in one quick movement. End things here. A tempting offer, but I think we've done enough already. We have a lot of work to do. I suppose you're right, plenty to take care of and all that. But when this is over, I expect you to have a thrilling honeymoon with my wife. I wouldn't have it any other way. For now, though, I need a shower and a change of clothes that aren't bloodstained. All right. It's 10:15 when you emerge from Vlad's bathroom, having finally showered and changed. I should talk to my dad before anything else. He seems pretty freaked out. Many humans who know about vampires have difficulty accepting a loved one's transformation. It can cause feelings of fear, alienation, and helplessness. For someone used to being in control like your father, those feelings are often magnified. No sugarcoating what happened. He doesn't want to see you right now, and he's insisting on leaving with Gretchen. I do have other houses where they'd be safe, but I refuse to let him go unless you agree to it. Gretchen doesn't want to see me either. Ouch. Good riddance. Let's do ouch. It's a painful situation, but this doesn't mean your family doesn't care for you. Sure sounds like they don't. I know, but look at what your father is acting. But look at why your father is acting the way he is. He doesn't realize it, but he's trying to regain control where there is none. He still loves you. If he didn't, his reaction to you becoming a vampire wouldn't be so emotional. When I was a kid, Dad's job moved us from place to place with little regard of how upsetting those upheavals could be. Now it's my circumstance that keeps uprooting him for the life he's built. Karma is a biatch. Let him go, but wait until tomorrow morning. I want a chance to talk to Gretchen first. It's probably better that she goes with him. With a ravenous new hunger, I can't trust myself to be around her anyway. Besides, things are about to get more dangerous around here. Nothing less. Not less. Okay. Now let's see if I can find that crazy biatch you used to date. Okay, well. You assumed Vlad was going to take you back to the dungeon, but instead he'd lead you to the weapons room. He hands you a silver dagger with a Celtic design in its hilt. There it is. This was hers. You can find her through it. Let's see. What do you have? Is she fond of knives? Let's do that. No, she was more into flower arrangements. That said, it was a gift for me. Gee, what a total non-psychic thing to give someone as a present. Vlad responds with a shrug. Wait, I recognize this. Oh? Yeah, I touched this when I was going through your other weapons and saw a vision of her. I started hemorrhaging to death, and shortly after, guess now, we know it was her spell at work. The one designed to kill you if you linked to any visions of her. Fortunately, that won't affect you any longer now that you're a vampire. You pull your right glove off and touch the weapon. Almost immediately, you jerk your hand away. You might want to touch the handle. The blade is made of silver. Oh, Yikes, so that's what it feels like. You reach out once more, touching the handle of the blade and letting the vision overwhelm you. Look at this. Cynthiana's past. Cynthiana walks with Vlad through the hallway of his manor, a gleam of a plan forming in her mind. Look at that. Look. She's about to do something she doesn't expect Vlad to realize. I can tell by the threads connecting us. Most likely something he still hasn't figured out. Maybe another spell. Whatever it is, I'm sure Vlad would want to know. So we're going to stay here and do it. The two of them are just about to split up for the night. Vlad heading to his room, Cynthiana to hers when she makes her move. Wait. She draws the knife out, handing it over to him. What's this, an early Christmas present? Do I need an occasion to give you a gift? He flips the blade before catching it. Perfect balance. Thank you, Cynthiana. It's lovely. He turns to leave then, and she begins to pout. Don't go. One of my people is missing. I won't wait until morning to search for him. I'm sorry, of course not, dearie. He puts the knife away in his coat. Good night, Cynthiana. Good night, Vlad. Cynthia watches him go, masking her frustration with a smile. Through the psychic thread you share with her, her thoughts echo in your head as though spoken aloud. His visits are becoming more infrequent. He's growing tired of me. Hopefully the spell I've cast on that dagger works. If I'm careful, Vlad will never know the cause behind his newfound affliction for me. Oh. She was doping him with magic, that woman. Wow, how about that? The vision drops, leaving you once more in the weapons room with Vlad. Did Cynthia move in with you shortly after she gave you this? I believe so. Why? Did you know she was into magic? I knew she dabbled in that, but magic is against vampire law, so a more serious pursuit wasn't worth the risk. Or she was more involved than she let on. Vlad, she hexed this blade to force the relationship along to get you to stay with her. You can practically feel the explosion of fire boiling just under the surface as Vlad processes this. Just one more reason we need to see to it she doesn't survive this. He clenches his fist tight before releasing, calmly backing down. Thanks for telling me, Amber. You did great. It's good to know what she's capable of. And now that you've linked to her in a non-lethal manner, trailing her through the present should be easy, especially considering that now you can do it through an object that can be carried with you. I can't wait to bring this woman down. I don't feel conflicted about this. Then we can enjoy our honeymoon. Let's do that. Yes, provided some new psychopath doesn't show up to try to kill us again. Don't tempt fate like that. It could easily happen with her track record. Cynthia's old spell won't work on me, seeing as hemorrhaging isn't fatal to a vampire. Of course, there's also the chance that she's rigged her spell to do something nasty to vampires too. Keep an eye on what I do with the knife, okay? Vlad's eyes narrow. Why? If your ex turns out to be more wicked witch of the West than she realized, well, yes, there's a chance that her spell might make me try to stab myself. His face darkens. You might be the cruelest person I've ever met. Really? What? My first wife killed herself. Took me centuries to get over it and love again. Yet you weren't going to mention that. You might be compelled to slay yourself in front of me. Vlad, don't speak. Fire erupts from his hands, climbing up his arms to his shoulders before hallowing his whole body in an orange light. I've tried to let you do what you feel you must because I respect your bravery, but you pushed me too far. Attempt one more time to willfully endanger your life, and I swear I will imprison you. Wow. Evil. So there it is, people. That's another chapter come to an end. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time with Chapter 17 of Night Prince. As always, thank you so much, and have a great day.